For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
Wow. Perfect hit. Perfect hit. Go. Let's go. What a fantastic hit to right field by Ethan Murdoch to advance the runners. That could not have been more of a perfect hit, to be honest. Just roped it tight to the first baseline. Makes lots of room for himself to get to second and for Laird to get to third. That's what we love to see from Ethan Murdoch. He has fantastic hits like that, grabs himself another double. He's already got 3 doubles on the season. And following behind him is left-handed player Gavin Panks. He's at first base tonight. Panks has 37 at-bats so far this season, 9 runs, 15 hits, 2 doubles, 9 RBIs, 9 walks. His average is sitting at 405, which is incredible. Anybody watching this would probably know that. Sitting at 2 balls, no strikes, none out in the bottom of the first. If you didn't hear us earlier, well, that's a shame because we made a lot of really good jokes. The feed was getting a little messy. Seen a strike there. But we're back. It's Montana Get a Helash once again. Jackson Emery is sitting beside me. He's working on the old feed. And we're doing fun things. It's Will Ferrell night. Gavin Panks up to bat. He takes another strike. Counts at 2-2. Panks number 27 is from Covington, Louisiana. And he cranks one to right field on a rope. One hopper. In front of Dauphiny, and he cashes in. Brock Laird coming home. And Ethan Murdoch advances to third base.
Well, I think we were talking about it earlier. Montana, Barry's trying to get off to a hot start with their bats early, and Weyburn trying to contain them while it's gone the way of the Berries, and Weyburn struggling early on.
Well, and Jackson, you're seeing nice level at bats from them. They're standing in there, they're getting high up in the count, and they're swinging right through. Those were both perfectly lobbed balls into right field. I mean, that one could have been a dive attempt, but why would you do that when you have a runner coming to third base, right? You don't want to give up that run accidentally by missing that ball, so perfectly well played on his part for sure. That adds a run to the board. First run of the game brought in by your very own Gavin Panks. Runner on third base is Ethan Murdoch. Up to bat Gail Salinas right now. Sitting at 2 balls. You got runners on the corners. And the Berries are starting off hot once again. Just a couple hits. Delivers another ball that's low, even below the knees. Salinas is DHing again tonight. He's staying comfy in that 4 spot over the last couple lineups, which makes sense, considering he's got 21 hits so far this season. Season of strike. Sorry, season's first strike. 3-1. Hitters count. Salinas has 57 at-bats so far. Average 368. He's also been a threat to Weyburn. Taking a walk there. Getting the bases loaded for Nick Stinson, playing left field tonight, coming up to bat, number 28 for your Saskatoon Berries. Stinson's also at 333 tonight. That's his average coming into this game. We're getting a mound visit, Jackson.
Would you say that's pretty early to be getting a mound visit, Montana?
I mean, how could you not say that? Bottom of the first. No outs so far. Bases loaded. 1 run in. I mean, it's a tough position to be in if you're Will Sevier. The Berries are just hitting really well. They're seeing pitches really well. They're getting high in the count. So, I mean, Weyburn, as we said at the beginning of the game, I guess that would have been missed, but the number one thing they were talking about was that can Weyburn slow down Saskatoon's offense early in this game, and that's seeing right now is that's not necessarily the case. So the Berries are taking advantage of this first pitcher and getting as many hits as they can to get on the board first. Sees a strike. You can see some oomph behind that one coming in from Sevier. See if he can get Nick Stinson looking. On the pitch, it's high. He's going to leave that one. Nick Stinson, another one that's just an absolute threat sometimes when playing against this team. The first matchup that they had, he went 4 for 6. That one's just about outside. He went 4 for 6 with 2 runs, a double, 3 RBIs, and 2 stolen bases. That was only in their first matchup. On May 30th, he went 4 for 4 with 2 runs, 2 doubles, 4 RBIs, and a stolen base. He fouls that one back. Oh. Oh. Bounced off of something back there. Bringing his count to 2-2. Stinson has 12 RBIs so far this season. Like I was just saying, 4 of which came in that game on May 30th against Weyburn. Oh, and he's going to get sent home. He's going to get sent home. That's the first out of the bottom of the first here for the Saskatoon Berries. But so far we have up Nathan Houston, your second baseman tonight, number 11. Nathan Houston made a fantastic diving play in the top of the first to start off this game. That one's a little off speed, but hits the zone. His average right now, 349. We've got a lot of big hitters at the top of this order. Woo! Who make it hard for any pitcher coming to Cairns Field to try and close out 3 runs or 3 outs in the top of this lineup. Bases loaded for Houston. There's another ball. If you're that catcher right now, Jackson, you're just hoping that those don't get past you.
Yes.
Right? Then you're going to have to make a dramatic play at home somehow, some way. Your pitcher's got to run in. Someone's got to cover. And it can get pretty crazy. That one was lined down third baseline, but just didn't quite stay inside. Great idea by Nathan Houston. If that one gets past, he's bringing in 2 runs. But not quite. Sitting at 2-2. 1 out. Base is still loaded here. And Nathan Houston up to bat. That one also is fouled back. Taking another chop off the old block for Will Sevier. Adding another pitch to his count. Fouls that one back, just ticks it. Nathan Houston also, when they played the Beavers on May 31st, he went 2 for 4 with a run and a walk and was noted as a top player that game. And that one was pretty crazy. It was a game of errors. I was looking at the box score last night, and I figured it was a game of errors. There was 7 players hit by pitch. 7. It was incredible. And I think 4 of them were only in 1 inning. That one was off speed. Ump is not going to give him that. Just a bit inside. 3-2, full count. The dramatics, Jackson. Full count. Bases loaded. 1 out. Nathan Houston up to bat. Seeing if he can make some magic here and add another couple runs to the board. He's sitting back in the box. And he's calling time. He's going to give himself a couple minutes. Maybe try and get in Sevier's head. It's also a very tough position to be in, Jackson. I mean, a little pressure here. I mean, it's only the bottom of the first, but still. You know, you got your 3 runners on. You want to try and get some in. Hey, and that's a walk. Sevier will walk in a run, bringing the Berries up to 0. And Nathan Houston stays patient to allow his team to get another one on the board. Panks goes to third base. Salinas goes to second. Nathan Houston sits on first with another BB behind him. And Aiden Marion, hometown boy, catcher tonight, number 14, is up to bat. 1 out. Sees a strike. Marion's had 26 at bats so far. His average right now is 231. He sees a ball. That's a strike. It just kind of, that was a off-speed pitch just over the middle of the plate. Counts 1 and 2. Marion's 7th in the lineup tonight from Saskatoon. He went to St. Joseph High School and plays Hutchinson Community College, the Blue Dragons. At catch tonight. I remember the other night I was saying how well he was doing behind the plate, stopping a lot of pass balls when they're playing against Regina. He hits that one to shortstop. The play is made at second base, but they do not turn to make a double. Trevor Dale makes that second out. And runners are left on the corners, but the Berries do grab another run here. Bringing the score to 3-0 for your Saskatoon Berries. Nathan Houston was out at second base. Aiden Marion on first. Panks came home. Salinas on third. And the play at second base. There you go. Aiden Marion steals second. Once again, I was saying before the feed was that the Berries have stolen 17 bases against the Weyburn Beavers in their matchups so far this season. 17. That's an incredible amount of stolen bases in such a short period of time. You'll see a strike. That one is lined up the middle. 2 runs will come home. And Nick Cote makes his way to first base, bringing in Gail Salinas and Aiden Marion. Aiden had a good hop there. He really took off to be able to make sure that he made it home on Nick Cote's effort. And holding up the bottom of the order, as per usual, Nash Nichols, center fielder tonight, with one of the most iconic walk-up songs of all time. I can never not bop to it.
Starting to see some action in the Weyburn bullpen to our left, Montana.
Yeah, I'm going to say I'm not surprised, but it's still tough because, I mean, if they're hitting this well, there's not a lot that you can do. Obviously, you want to get a fresh arm in there and try and mitigate what's going on, but when they're hot, just like any team. But then again, Jackson, with this matchup specifically, it's so funny. We've seen huge innings like this, but then nothing for many of the time for the rest of the game. So it just kind of depends. Just kind of depends where it's going. But at the bottom of the first, we're heading into the second. Your Saskatoon Berries are up 5-0. They grabbed a couple here. And going into the second, at the batting for the Weyburn Beavers, Braden Mayencourt is going to start it off with Trevor Dale and Jared Cramp coming up behind him. You are watching Saskatoon Berries baseball on Flow Sports. Starting off the top of the second inning here. Bringing back out Jackson Fox. Throwing the first one as a strike. Giving a little heat to start the top of the second to Braden Mayencourt. He grabs it. He didn't get a whole barrel on that ball, but it goes straight to Brock Laird. And that one's easily caught for the first out.
That was a weird sound off the bat, Montana. Almost sounded like it broke.
Yeah, it's almost like he kind of chunked it or just got almost right underneath that ball. Just kind of, you just missed it a little bit. One out already. One ball to Trevor Dale, shortstop, number 6. Fox delivers a ball, giving 2 to Dale. Which, how funny is it that his last name is Dale? It's Will Ferrell night, and we've all seen Step Brothers. There's a strike.
Good pickup on that.
Thank you. You can call me Nighthawk. And what are you, Jackson?
Dragon.
Yes, correct. Only one correct answer. That one's fouled back, sorry. One correct answer. Dale with the fluffy hair. In the movie, not this Dale. Counts at 2-2. And the pitch is seen to be a little low. Full count. And Braden Mayencourt had been retired, and so is Trevor Dale. The ump.
He thought that call was going in his favor. He wasn't happy with it.
No, you got a little bat toss. And the ump said, go back to Mom's house. That was a great pitch, though. But I think he might have got a little away with that. Right back at it. With a strike again. He's just throwing gas right now. He's like, I want 3 up, 3 down. But Jared Cramp says no. That one's lined to left field. Nick Stinson brings it in, but that doesn't stop Jared Cramp from getting himself a single. First hit of the game for the Weyburn Beavers. Starting him off. And now Nick Miller's going to come up and see if he can do something as well. Have you ever watched New Girl?
Yes.
His name is also Nick Miller. It's one of my favorite shows. I got really excited when I saw that. It was like, a real life Nick Miller? I wonder if he also doesn't like to use banks. If you haven't watched it, you won't get it, but it's funny. A play to Brock Laird at shortstop. Makes the little flick to 2. Nathan Houston's able to grab that and record another out for poor Jared Cramp. And that brings us to the bottom of the second. We're in the middle of the second inning. Your Saskatoon Berries are up 5-0. They quickly got 3 outs. And heading into the bottom of the second, we're heading to the top of the order with Brock Laird, Ethan Murdoch, and Gavin Panks once again. We'll be back very soon. You're listening to Berries Baseball on Flow Sports. Okay, we're back in the bottom of the second here. Cairns Field, Montana get a heel shooting side. Jackson Emery, I forgot your name for a second. I was going to call you Ian, Ethan. I don't know why. I mean, there's a lot of Ians and Ethans and Jacksons actually in this game, but you're just the only one sitting beside me. So I should know that. Coming in to pitch is number 1, Keaton Husband. He is a right-handed pitcher, sitting 5'10", 180 pounds. He's actually from Weyburn, so he's playing with his home team. He went to school at the Okanagan College, and he is coming in to see if he can mitigate and hold the Berries to 5 in the second. Throwing in a couple pitches here. If you're coming in right now, Jackson, and your husband, Keaton Husband, what's going through your mind?
Well, you know that the bats are hot, and not only now we're only in the bottom of the second, but he gets the top of the lineup already, so a tough position for him to come in, but fresh arm, hopefully he can try to deliver somewhat of a different result.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the only thing you can hope for in this position. Truly. I'm just going to pull up. Keaton Husband so far, 9 innings pitched this season. 23 hits off of him, 25 runs, 4 strikeouts. He's going to see Brock Laird first. Brock makes contact. It's a little high, deep center field, and that is caught by Hugh Montgomery on a flyout. Recording the first out of the bottom of the second here. Ethan Murdoch comes up to bat after hitting a beautiful ball to right field in the last inning. Different start so far for the Berries. The last inning, the first 4 batters came home. So far, first batter is already out. So maybe this is a good pitch change for the Beavers. Jackson. Two balls so far for Murdoch. And he does not want to see that strike. He also makes contact, popping that one up to center field and retiring. Another out for Hugh Montgomery. And for Keaton Husband. You can really see Husband attacking the strike zone. He's getting close. Lots of those balls are very close. And he's working on making sure that they're seeing pitches to swing at, even if they're not the best pitches to swing at. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That one's another strike. Going 1-1 to Gavin Panks. Gavin. I said Kevin. 1-1. 2 out. Gavin Panks up to bat. And that one's a little low. Hitting the shale before home plate and kind of bouncing up. And on the pitch, Panks lays off of a high one. It's a little bit outside. Bring his count to 3-1. Ooh. Strike 2. The crowd says no. I disagree.
It's a couple of times we've seen batter think it was going his way, and
that one's chopped to the pitcher. Husband gives a little toss to first baseman Nick Miller to record that third out. So 3 up, 3 down for the Weyburn Beavers in the bottom of the second, giving them a little bit of momentum after bringing in Keaton Husband. And heading to the top of the third inning, the Beavers are going to have Owen Mayencourt up first. And on deck, Ryan Weaver in the hole. Back at the top of the order, Hugh Montgomery. You're watching Barry's Baseball on Flow Sports. We're just listening to the in-stand host right now. Welcome back. Liv is over there, and since it's Will Ferrell night, she has 2 people racing to eat the meal on Elf that everybody knows so iconically. It's literally like noodles, syrup, Pop-Tarts, candy. They were racing, and I feel like every time I watch that movie, I always think to myself, if you eat that, you're going to have the worst stomachache ever. Right? Jackson agrees. He did nod.
No, I would definitely agree.
This one is hit into foul territory down the first baseline. It doesn't quite leave the field, but Owen Mayencourt takes a good chunk out of it to add a strike to his tally. He stands back in the box. That's a ball there. Owen Mayencourt, number 19, not to be confused with his brother, I believe, Braden Mayencourt, both from Surrey, BC. Owen went to Big Bend, Washington. And is currently at a .231 batting average. That one just goes off the top of Aiden Marion's glove, bringing the count to 3-1. Delivers. Roped down the first baseline by Owen Mayencourt. And he grabs himself a single. Once again, Jackson, that's a great hit. There's not a lot you can do when it's roped that low. and solid. That was a great, well-hit ball, very clean, on a rope.
And again, we've seen that from both sides, right? Weyburn and Saskatoon. Nice hits down the right side of the field.
Yeah, it seems to be a common area right now. A common occurrence to hit that right field area. And I love to see it. Ryan Weaver at the bottom of the order. He hits one to shortstop Brock Laird. Brock throws it to 2. Play to 1. Not in time for the double play. However, Mayencourt is out at second base. Ryan Weaver heads to 1. And that's the first out at the top of the third. Laird kind of had to sit back on that one with a little bit of a chopper. Otherwise, I think if he was, I don't know, if he charged it, he might not have been able to flip to second as easily. Back at the top of the order, Hugh Montgomery up to bat. Playing center field tonight. He sees a strike. See, that one to me looked a little bit low. Once again, we're kind of off kilter. We're standing behind, we're sitting behind the batters almost. Off to the side, would you say?
Yeah, to the left.
Yeah. Our left. Your left too, if you're looking from behind the batter. That's a strike. He put some oomph on the back of that one, hey? Two strikes. One out here to Hugh Montgomery. Previously struck out in the top of the first. Husband throws the ball back to 1. Sorry. Nope. Fox throws the ball back to 1 to see if he can get Weaver. Caught on his toes. Doesn't work. Line down right, and it's just shy. It kind of weaves its way foul. Once again, though, Jackson, like we said, that right field is very popular tonight. And that one was on a rope, but it just kind of took its time and did not land fair. Just a little swerve. It was looking good for a little while. We do actually, that's the best way to describe it. We have the perfect view down first baseline. That's where we're at. Counts at 0-2. He ropes that one to left field. And there you go. Nick Stinson brings it in. Weaver goes to 2. And Montgomery makes his way to 1 on a hard line ball to left field. 2 runners on base for the Weyburn Beavers right now, and Joe Medill is up. Joe Medill went 1 for 3 against the Berries on May 30th with 2 runs, a home run, an RBI, a stolen base, and 2 walks. Currently a .283 batting average. He hits that one, but it kind of gets off the edge of his bat. Fly ball. Laird is able to run back behind third base and grab that one for another out. Honestly, Jackson, that's such a hard catch to make because you're running on a slant. I mean, it is hard for third base as well, but it was right behind him. He probably could have backed up a little bit, but it's so much easier for Laird to be able to see that ball coming off the bat when he's able to run sideways rather than straight back.
Right.
So he sends Joe Medill back to the dugout, bringing up Ryan Dauphiny. Sees a strike. Cut on a missed, but it was a great swing. Great pitch, though.
No, it's been a solid outing for Jackson Fox so far here tonight.
Yeah, he's really solid pitching right now. He's getting them to swing it a lot and make mistakes on their end rather than him making mistakes on his end. Foul back. Adding another strike. Runners on 1 and 2 right now for Ryan Dauphiny. Ryan has a .333 batting average so far this season with 6 at-bats. Now this would be his 8th. And he's sitting at 0-2. He leaves that one. It's just a bit high and outside to get a ball. Dauphine's playing right field tonight for the Weyburn Beavers. And he has himself 2 runs and 2 hits so far. Once again, wasn't able to get anything for himself on the board in the first, but he swings on that one, fouls it back once again into the netting. And it's another caught ball in the netting that our broadcast booth hates to see. We'll see if we can get that one off in between. Ryan Dauphine battling at the plate to see if he can get some runners advanced here in the third. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. And Fox steps off. He looked like he wanted to make a play to second, but question it, wasn't there, wasn't the right move. Dauphine has a chance here to potentially get a run for the Beavers. And that one is another ball. Counts 2-2. This is another time, Jackson, that'd be a great idea to hit that right center gap. It gives you lots of time to get your runners past third base and come home and potentially get yourself on the board. 2-2-2. You love to see it. Derek Jeter. And the pitch is swung on, roped past second baseman Houston, and the throw is coming home. It was in time, but it was missed. And now we have runners advancing to third and second. Okay. So that was a really well hit ball by Dauphine. Ryan Weaver made his run and was able to make it home. That ball was just missed by Marion.
That one would have been awfully close if catcher's able to hang on to that.
Yeah, I think if Marion was able to grab that one, I think he probably would have been out. I think that throw
It's
was in
very,
time.
very close.
You did see Fox leave that one. Marion probably called him off. I can't hear from here. But it looks like it just would have made it in time. 2 out. That's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike for Braden Mayencourt, DHing tonight, number 7. And Weyburn grabs a run. He swings on that. It looked like it was going to be nice for a little bit, but it's far foul into the parking lot. And that's why I don't park over there, Jackson. Lots of people park over there. Couldn't be me. I know where foul balls go, and that's where. 1-2. Swings on that, hits Fox. It bounces off of him, and let's see if the play can be made at first. No, not in time. Weyburn able to grab another run. And I think we're going to check on Jackson Fox here. He did get drilled by that ball.
Yeah, took that one off the side of the leg. Almost looked like it was happening so fast. Almost looked like it caught a bit of the mound, but I think that one caught his leg, but he seems to be okay. He's given the nod to Joe Carnahan that he's okay. Yeah. Joe's heading back to the dugout, so Fox is going to just try and walk this one off, and seems to be okay.
Yeah, it looked like it was almost a little hop and a skip there. You know what I'm saying? As a batter, there's something it makes your stomach drop. You don't ever want to hit a pitcher. I mean, some people do it intentionally. I can't be that person. I just feel like it always just makes my stomach ill. I'm like, just get me out, please. I feel awful. That's a strike. I mean, then again, you're competitive, right? Yeah. But you don't want to see anybody get hurt. 1 strike here to Trevor Dale. He swings on that, but it's fouled back once again into the netting behind home plate. Another ball stuck in the netting. I can hear the broadcast booth going, ah. Runners on the corners. Fouls that one back as well. Fighting to stay alive. Weyburn so far has grabbed 2 runs to try and cut Saskatoon's lead. It might be another one of those games, Jackson, where the score goes back and forth, which we've seen previously with these 2 teams in some of their other matchups. That one's cranked to deep right field. It's going. It's going. And that is gone. A 3-run home run for Trevor Dale, like I just said, to tie this ball game. This might be one of those back and forth games that we see. Wowza. Completely deflates Saskatoon's lead. And this is a tie ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Wowza. You love to see it as Weyburn. There's a ball. I mean, we kind of jinxed it. We were just saying how well Jackson Fox has been pitching. That one's hit to second baseman Houston, and that is the final recorded out, but it does not stop the damage. This game is tied 5-5, heading into the bottom of the 3rd after a big 3-run home run by Trevor Dale. When we come back, up to bat first, Gail Salinas, Nick Stinson on deck, and Nathan Houston in the hole to see if the Berries can take their lead back. You're watching Berries Baseball on Flow Sports.
For more than 25 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Access Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at accessstorage.ca.
Welcome back to Berries Baseball. You have a tie game 5-5 going into the bottom of the 3rd. Gail Salinas up first, DHing tonight for your Saskatoon Berries. We have a game, Jackson. You love to see it.
No lead is safe, right?
Oh, man, not in this ballpark. No siree. Not on Will Ferrell night. He fouls that one back, but takes a great cut at it. What's your favorite Will Ferrell quote? If you had to choose one, I mean, it's hard to say. Stay classy, Saskatoon. We can just adjust them. There's a ball. Okay, we're seeing that sun come out. This happened the other day. Actually, Jackson Fox just got a little blinded by the sun in the first. But we have a weird shadow. It almost is like in the shape of a barn. Salinas hits that one. It's kind of popped up to center field, and it is caught. So he's going to go back to the dugout. Hugh Montgomery grabs that one to send Salinas back to the dugout. So that sun's coming out. It's going to be really hard for those fielders to be making plays out there right now.
I was going to say, it's not so much affecting the batters and the pitchers, but everyone in the outfield, right?
Absolutely. Even in the infield right now. I mean, if you're playing first base, second base, they're both covering their face right now trying to see if they can get an eye on what's happening at home plate. That one's fouled back. Adding a strike. One out here. As Will Ferrell would say, I'm in a glass case of emotion. Nick Stinson sees another ball. 1-1. One out here in the bottom of the third. Playing left field tonight, he hasn't seen a lot of plays. His right field has been very popular for Ethan Murdoch. Here's another ball. Did you answer? Do you have a favorite Will Ferrell quote?
It's hard to pick just one. I got to think on it.
That's true. It is really hard. He's so funny. 3-1 hitters count for Nick Stinson. As the Berries right now, you just gave up your lead. I would say you're staying patient in the box. I mean, your first thought is to go, I'm swinging at everything. I want to get a hit. But I think if you actually sit back and wait on these pitchers, maybe run their arms up, you might get a little lucky. Stinson full count. Swings on that one. A routine ground ball to second base. Ryan Weaver, and he makes the play no problemo. Now, if that's a little further to Weaver's right, punching it right in between first and second. Great ball, but it just didn't quite make it there for Stinson. Nathan Houston up to bat. Was able to get to first base. Last time he was up in the first. And there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Pitch chopped just over first base. Weaver able to make the throw to 1 in time. That is 3 up, 3 down. And just when we thought this game was in the Berries' favor, Weyburn is able to make a comeback. Heading into the top of the fourth, Weyburn has up Nick Miller. And you're watching Berries baseball on Flow Sports. Welcome back to Berries Baseball at Bridge City. All the bees. Montana get a heel-ash. Sitting beside Jackson Emery. We have a game tied 5-5. I was just saying, Jackson, earlier that we've seen lots of those big innings in this matchup between these teams where there's tons of runs and then there'll be a bunch of innings with no runs. So this happened on May 31st. The Berries got 6 runs in the 3rd inning, and the Beavers got 6 runs back in the 6th inning, and that was majority of that score of the game. It ended up being a 9-8 game for the Beavers to actually win. So this might be one of those. You never know. Maybe it's just a big first, big third. We're in the top of 4th here. Nick Miller up to bat. Here's the pitch. He swings on that and fouls it back. It almost looks like it went straight in between his feet. Your infield, third base, Nick Cote. Shortstop, Brock Laird. Second base, Nathan Houston. And on first, you have Gavin Panks. Still on the mound, you just saw pitching, Jackson Fox. Wheeling and dealing right now to Nick Miller. 1-1. Miller came into this game with a batting average of 100. Right on the dot. That one, I keep saying it, but it was chopped right over the pitcher. The throw is a little high, but it's able to make it. And the grab has been completed by Gavin Panks. That's happened, what, 3 or 4 times now. Hit straight down to the dirt. You can even see the little hole there from the ball, right on the dirt.
Yep.
Right over the pitcher. 3 or 4 times already. Owen Mancourt up to bat. He was able to make his way to first. Last inning, he hits that one on a liner to right field. Ethan Murdoch able to get an out. That's 2 right at the right, nice and quick. To give Jackson Fox's arm a little bit of break. 2 out. Holding up at the bottom of the order, Ryan Weaver. He's been playing very well so far tonight. Made a couple plays himself. Swung on and missed. He was able to come home last inning as a part of that 3-run home run shot. He's not happy about that one. He is not happy about that. Ump is saying, if you're in the box, you're in the box. He says yes, you better be paying attention. There's the pitch. That one's just below the knees. 1-2. Actually, you kind of see that. You don't see that very often with it, where the batter steps into the box and isn't actually paying attention when the pitch is coming. That one cut it close, but I don't think Weaver got clipped at all. So we're going to go 2-2. Just brushed in on him a little bit. 5-5, 2-2-2. Low and in the dirt. Full count. Ryan Weaver, 44 at-bats coming into this game. 9 runs, 10 hits, 6 walks, 3 RBIs, and a triple. He fouls that back. Staying alive at the plate. Full count. 2 out. Delivers a ball to send Ryan Weaver to first for a potential 2-out rally for Weyburn. Back at the top of the order, Hugh Montgomery is up to bat. Struck out in the first and was able to come home in the third. Just kind of, that was a weird one. Kind of a little, I don't even know, like, my first thought was a clop. Is that a word?
Might be now.
It is now. Put that in the dictionary. If it's not a clop, it is now. 2 out. Weaver on 1. He hits that ball to left field. And no! Nick Stinson's not able to make it in time. That drops just in front of him. Ryan Weaver moves to 2. And Montgomery keeps it alive in the top of the 4th. Joe Medill is up to bat. I think that was a smart play on Stinson's part to not try and rush that ball. Just hold them where they're at, right? He's not hurting anybody on second base. But if that ball passes by him, he potentially is another run.
Right.
Giving up that tie game. Little visit here.
No activity in their bullpen just yet.
Not so far. I mean, in the opening series, Jackson, the Berries consistently had put pressure on the Beavers pitching and forced Weyburn to play from behind. That's not what we're seeing right now. I mean, technically, yeah, but the force worked. They came from behind, and now we tied this game, and the Berries are in a tough spot. 2 on, 2 out. There's a strike. You can see Ethan Murdoch in right field standing right behind one post to see if he can get his face shaded in that sun. This ball is popped up high to the catcher. Marion's able to make it there. The helmet is off, and the play is made. Medill is sent back to the dugout. No runs for the Beavers, keeping this score at 5-5, heading into the bottom of the 5th. Up to bat for your Saskatoon Berries. When we come back, the guy who just made the catch, Aiden Marion, Nick Cote on deck, and Nash Nichols in the hole. Let's see what's going to happen in the bottom of the 4th. You're watching Berries Baseball on Flow Sports.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Bring it back. Welcome back. Berries fans, Beavers fans, whichever you are, we're happy to have you here. Montana get a Helash beside Jackson Emery. Jackson, Aiden Marion just made a very difficult catch. He had to pull that mask off and make sure he could see literally straight up. It was just about 2 feet behind him. And he nabbed it. And now it's his time at the plate. Seeing a strike? I always say, if you're a catcher, you should be a great hitter because you know how to see a ball. But I talked about this, I think, the other day with my dad. It's such a different view when you're standing beside the plate compared to behind the plate, right?
Right.
Like, if anybody should know good pitching, it should be a catcher because they're seeing everything coming at them. But it's such a different view. Sideways, first straight on. Here's a ball. I mean, historically, you wouldn't necessarily say that catchers are some of the best hitters in, say, the majors, right?
Right.
But there's catchers like Posada, and you're like, wow, really good at what you do. 2-2. I'm glad that you agree with everything I say. I like being right. Thank you. 3-2. To Marion. You're like, that's my job. Hey, his favorite team is also the Yankees. Him and I are going to be friends. And he's also from Saskatoon. Good, cool guy. Jackson didn't say yes or no. So now if I just call him a Yankees fan, he can't say no. Takes a walk. Marion starts off the bottom of the fourth for the Berries. With a little bit of life. Marion came into this game with only one walk behind him, so a little patient there. Good idea on his part. Nick Cote comes to bat. Previously was able to make his way to first base. Cranks that one foul. If he straightened that out, that's dangerous down the first base line. Nick Cote came into this game with a batting average of 188, 4 walks for himself, 3 hits, 4 runs, and 16 at-bats in 5 games. Going to 2. That ball is passed. And Marion's able to make his way to third. It looks like that ball may have hit the bag. But Owen Mayencourt wasn't able to get an exact throw there. And that's a tough ball to grab for Ryan Weaver. But Aiden Marion, like I was saying earlier, the Berries have had a history of stealing bases against the Beavers. And that's just adding to the tally. Swung on, popped up to first base, but it's a difficult spot. It's kind of awkward. And that one is an out. Ryan Weaver made his way back. Clean catch. And Nick Cote goes back to the bench. In scoring position right now, Aiden Marion. Nothing I can do. Jackson, we were saying this after last weekend. Every time this song comes on, every time Nash Nichols walks up, I can't not sing it. It's in my veins. Ella Langley lives within me. She just knows how to make good music. You know what I'm saying? That one's just a little bit low. 2 balls. 1 out. Runner in scoring position for Nash Nichols. Delivers. Nichols swings on that, but it flies out to center field, and that one is caught. We're seeing Aiden Marion make his run home, and that throw is off and not in time. Berries grab another run to get themselves back into the lead, 6-5, after a sac fly by Nash Nichols. Brock Laird back at the top of the order, seeing if he can keep this going with a 2-out rally. But your Berries are back on top. I don't know if I can say necessarily underrated, but I think a sac fly might be a little underrated. You know?
Okay.
Great play, very smart play, whether that was intentional or not. It's always going to get you a ribby. And everyone loves to collect a ribby. That's low, even on the frame. 2 balls, 2 out. Brock Laird made his way home in the first. And he also loves to put pressure on this team. 1 for 4. 2 runs. A double and 2 walks in the May 28th game. That's a strike. 2-2, evening the count. He's got 59 at-bats so far this season, average of 271. 13 runs, 16 hits, 3 doubles, 2 triples, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs, and another strikeout. And there you go, that's that. The Berries collect 1, however, taking them back into the lead with Aiden Marion able to come home. And that takes us to the top of the 5th to see if Weyburn can even it back up. We were saying it's a little tit for tat. You never know. Ryan Dauphine's back up to the plate after this. You're watching Bears Baseball on Flow Sports. All right, welcome back to Berries Baseball. Montana Getty Helash sitting beside Jackson Emery. Your Saskatoon Berries have a pitching change, bringing in number 31, Owen Roberts, to take over for Jackson Fox in the top of the 5th. First pitch delivers a strike. Good start for him. Right-handed pitcher, 6 foot, 192, from Aurora, Illinois. He went to Indiana State University. And he is pitching right now against Ryan Dauphine, who fouls one off and collects 2 strikes for himself. Owen Roberts has pitched 5 innings so far this season. That one's high. 5.4 ERA. 6 hits off of him, 7 runs. And he's coming in to take over right now in the top of the 5th. Facing off with Ryan Dauphine. Just chops that foul. Nothing quite like it. Ball and a strike. Sorry, ball and 2 strikes. And a little chant here by Berries fans to see if they can grab the first out. It looks like everybody's getting a little chilly. That sun keeps coming out, going away, coming out, going away. We've got a little bit of cloud cover right now. And it almost looks a little dark, you know what I'm saying? Like a little rain cloud almost that we might be getting. Everybody's putting some hoods on. Kind of cozying up. We have some umbrellas out, but it doesn't look like there's any raindrops yet. A little preemptive umbrella.
Oh, no, there are some raindrops.
Is there? It's not stopping the kids from running around to get baseballs, that's for sure. Dauphine's going to stand in there. And that is all for him. A strikeout to start his showing for number 31, Owen Roberts. Jackson, if you had a walk-up song, what would it be?
That's a good question. I'll have to think on that. I will get back to you.
Are you still thinking on what your favorite Will Ferrell quote is?
Yeah, because there's just too many of them. It's probably from Anchorman.
You're thinking really hard.
It's probably from Anchorman.
It has to, like, it's just, I mean, yeah, it just makes sense. We're in broadcast. That one's fouled off by Braden Mancourt. Just a little one bounce. And an out. Great play to sit back on that one by Houston. Not a ball you have to rush. It's coming slow, but not too slow. You know what I'm saying? He's able to make that play clean and easy. Nothing to stress about. Bringing up Trevor Dale. 2 outs. For Owen Roberts. Dale pops that up in the right field territory, but it just makes it out of the fence. Just out of reach for Gavin Panks. As we call that, second life.
You know, as cool as it's gotten and dark behind us, Radar Montana says that nothing's supposed to hit us, so we should be in the clear.
So we're just getting surprise clouds for fun.
There's a system south of the city.
Oh. So we might just be a little bit on the edge. You know? That one's fouled back. I mean, everything's already a little damp to begin with. If we even just get a couple drops, it's not that bad. At least, I mean, I'd rather, if I was playing right now, I'd rather a couple drops rather than the sun beaming in your eyes.
Yep.
Way easier to play with a couple drops to deal with. It's nothing. Oh, and 2. We're just getting back to the plate here. Settling in. Trevor Dale came into this game with a 125 average. Robert steps off. Wasn't liking it. Wasn't ready. Trevor Dale 8 at bats. Retired. He gets rung up, doesn't answer the call. That's 3 up, 3 down for your Saskatoon Berries. Leaving the Weyburn Beavers still down 6-5. Heading into the bottom of the 5th, your up to bat is Ethan Murdoch to lead it off. You're watching Berries Baseball on Flow Sports.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
Ooh, if anybody's on the feed, just saw that beautiful, beautiful practice throw to second base by Owen Mancourt. I just got a little shiver from that. I love to see a beautiful throw to second. Ethan Murdoch up to bat. That's a strike. It looked like it went a little up down. You see that? Made me confused. 1-1. I love the fun facts that come up there, the very fun facts. It's like, Ethan can juggle. Okay, well, Ethan, you should show us that for sure. If you're going to put that on the board, share your talents with the world. I want to see someone juggle. Bottom of the fifth here. As you can see, the cloud has come through. He looked like he wanted it, and it was still a strike. He held off on it, but just might not be his pitch right now. 2-2. His favorite seeds are dill pickle. I mean, whose aren't? Dill pickle are by far the best flavor. He hits that ball to right field. It's going back. Warning track right now, but the catch is made by Ryan Dauphiny. We got a little glimpse of another home run this game. I always just wish. I know this might be weird to say, but I want to see like 8 home runs a game. It's so fun.
Yep.
You know? Fun to call, fun to see.
The more offense, the better, right?
Oh, man. I mean, you feel bad for the pitchers at that point, but it's just so fun to watch. There's a strike. And I mean, if we're talking about home runs, Ethan Murdoch has 2 so far this season, so it wouldn't have been out of question for him. Up to bat right now is Gavin Panks. 37 at bats so far this season. 405 average. Once again, that's incredible. He's patient on that one. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Oh, it looks like everybody's getting a little bit of raindrops out there again. The pitch, pass ball, just gets under the knee of Owen Mayencourt. 3-1. As my dad would say, green light. Why not? Bat on ball. And he's patient on it. He has more patience than I do, honestly, because I probably would have swung at that. And once again, I would have gotten yelled at by every single teammate I've ever had. Because if you have the opportunity to walk, unless you're playing in a lower league, you just take the walk. It's easy. It's nice and simple. You don't have to run that hard. You know, that's usually what I opt for. Don't run that hard. Gail Salinas up to bat now DHing. He was a part of the big run grab in the first. Here's the pitch. Gavin Panks looks like he was ready to make his way to second, but he retreats. Panks went 1 for 3 on May 29th against Weyburn. 3 runs, an RBI, and 3 walks. So he just added another walk to his tally against Weyburn. There's 1 ball for Salinas. Ooh. And he is looking, methinks, to make his way to second a little sneakily. But they sent him back. On a check to first. Salinas has 5 walks so far this season. He sees a strike. Salinas went 2 for 4 on May 30th against the Beavers. The Berries ended up winning that game, but once again, it was a very, very tight game. It was one of those tit for tats. It ended in a 7-6 win for the Berries. That one's a pass ball. Gavin Panks, of course, makes his way to second. He's sitting pretty. But once again, Jackson, this ballpark is so unique now that we put these seats behind home plate, because normally that ball would come a lot further and he could potentially have made it to third base. I mean, it would have been a stretch, but that potential is completely gone now.
Yes.
Losing this space. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch is low. And Panks had to kind of looked like he almost was tipping over. Putting on the brakes, trying to make his way back to second. He might have been thinking that was another one that was going to sneak past, but it just didn't quite make it there as Mancourt was able to snag it. Hold off. That one's inside for another walk. Salinas heads to first.
Now it'll be a visit to the mound.
Yep. Like I was just saying, when Salinas first came to bat, he had 5 walks. He just grabbed another one for himself. Doom, doom, doom. Now, I mean, I wouldn't say this is a high-stress scenario necessarily for Keaton Husband. He's got 2 runners on, yeah. But they're more so talking about his walks that he's at right now. I'm just saying, what are you seeing in the strike zone? Can you see it well? How's the pitching feel? How's your arm? Where are you at? How many do you think you have left? You know, they're having those conversations right now with him just to see, just to feel it out. You see Mancourt's just kind of going, hey, buddy, shake it off. Hey? Shake and bake. Oh. Oh. It just came to me, you know? And a stroke of luck. My memory worked for once. Nick Stinson up to bat. 0 for 2 so far tonight. And of course, he's going to be patient. Because both runners on got there in a slow way after doing the same thing. He's got 1 out. Stinson also has 8 walks himself. Ooh, the play is made at third. Panks does not make it in time. Great throw by Mancourt to third base to get Panks out. You know, that's a tough one. That's a tough one because it's not an out that that was necessary. You know what I'm saying? Fouled off. Add to a strike. Yeah, that out just wasn't necessary. I mean, yeah, of course, you're trying to advance the runners, take the force off, get yourself in a better scoring position, but I feel like on such a great pitch, something to hold off on. Of course, if the call was already made, you're going, then you're going, right? But like, tough spot. Ball. 2-2. 2-2-2. Once again, the Derek Jeter number. You love to see it. Like I was just saying, Stinson himself has 8 walks coming into this game. So if he's sitting pretty and patient, then he might be able to join Salinas on the... No, he is not patient. That goes off the top of the glove. The throw is not coming home. Oh, no! Wow! That was not what I was expecting whatsoever. Okay, let's run it back. Okay, liner. Okay. I just got to wrap my mind over this. Okay, liner to right. Salinas is coming home. The throw gets cut off. And Stinson's trying to give himself a double that gets thrown out at second on the tag. I mean, wow. Wow. That was fun to watch. You're watching Barry's Baseball on FloSports. Wow, okay, a dramatic end to the 5th. We're in the top of the 6th now. Jared Cramp is up to bat. I really, as someone who's doing play-by-play, I should be able to process that faster, but there was so much that happened, and it was so exciting. Did you feel that too?
Oh, yeah.
It was like a little ping pong moment. That was insane. It was great plays. Once again, great heads-up play to see the runner going to 2, say, no, I'm cutting this play off. I don't care if he's running home, and throwing him out at 2 because he had way more time to make that play, and it might have been tight at home. Great heads-up play. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's Jared Cramp. And the pitch is swung on and missed for another strike against Jared Cramp. As Jackson was just saying, the cloud cover has moved over, and I think it just dropped like 10 degrees. It's chilly in here now. I'm very glad that I brought a windbreaker. We are inside, but we have some of the windows open. There's another strikeout. And that is 5 on record. Up to bat, Nick Miller. And I want to make so many more quotes from New Girl, but I think I'll leave Nick Miller be. I think I'll leave him be. It's just so good, though, you know? It's 1-1 tonight. Sorry, 1-2 tonight. That was on back. That one went directly towards his own dugout. Boom. They had to dig it out of there. Get it? Dugout? You have to actually laugh in the mic. They know I'm funny. You have to tell everyone it was funny. If you're going to laugh, you laugh into the mic. That was ball. I was saying I did need to make more puns. And here we are. We made them. 1-1-1. Nick Miller steps back in. Owen Roberts delivers a ball. So vice versa, when that sun was beaming, hard to see, but now when it's a little shade cover, when it gets darker, it's also harder to see. They're really having a tough time with the lighting here at Cairns tonight. The pitch is left. 3-1. Nick Miller playing first base tonight. He is 6'2", from Frisco, Texas, and he's making his way to first on a walk. Honestly, Jackson, Ella Langley stuck in my head still. Judging by the smile that's written on his face, there's nothing I can do. You know?
Probably hear lots of that at country night tomorrow.
Oh, I forgot it's country night tomorrow. I'm going to put my boots on. I don't have a hat, but the boots are going. 1 out. Owen Mayencourt is up. He sees the ball. Okay, here's the thing. I grew up in a town of 900 people in northern Alberta, and I truthfully only had 1 pair of cowboy boots. I grew up on an acreage, not on a farm. But I don't really consider myself that country. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Even though I grew up in the country.
That's okay.
As these city folk call us, the countries. 2 balls. But I think it'll be really fun tomorrow. Are you going to dress up?
Not overly, but yes.
And remember, you're not supposed to shine up the boots. Everybody says, shine up the boots. No. No. If the boots aren't dirty, you toss judgment. That's something that I've learned. 2-1 to Owen Mayencourt. By the way, Jackson did nod, so that is agreement. He said I was right. There's another ball. 3-1. Berries are up 7-5 after a couple walks. And a run came in by Gail Salinas. Here's the pitch, and that is swung on, hit far foul into the right stratosphere. Full count. I remember when I was growing up and I was playing ball when I was really young. My dad was our coach, and he would go, foul! And he would like yell it so loud. And that has been stuck in my mind forever, for the rest of my life. Time called. Ump's not happy. But we're back. Stepping in the box. Did you play ball growing up?
A little bit, not a lot.
A teeny bit? You mean you weren't playing 6 nights a week like some of us?
No, definitely not that.
Foul back. Keeping his at-bat alive here. Even though it's getting chilly, not a single fan has left. I'm confident in that statement. They're staying put. Very, very loyal fan base this year, which you love to see. And the pitch is high. And he's walked. And we're coming back to the mound, I think? Yeah. As soon as that pitch was delivered, you can see Nathan Houston making his way to the mound to have a little conference call.
I think we're going to start seeing some action in the bullpen for the Berries. Looks like Dallin Rude beginning to warm up.
Dallin Rude is going to toss a couple, see how he feels. He's pitched 9 innings so far this season. 5 hits off of him, 4 runs, 2 errors, and a walk, 6 strikeouts. His ERA is just sitting at a nice, pretty even 2. But he's staying in for now. And he is going to see Ryan Weaver coming up to the plate. There's 1 out. 2 on. For number 5, Ryan Weaver, second baseman, who's able to make a great play at 2. Actually, that might have been the shortstop that made that great play at 2. Here's the pitch. It's a little low. And he's saying that it hit him? So he's going to make his way to first. Weaver hit by pitch. Miller advances to 3. Mayencourt goes to 2, and Weaver's on 1. Back at the top of the order with Hugh Montgomery, giving the Beavers a chance to take the lead here. Runners in scoring position. We're coming back to the mound. And looks like Joe's making his way out as well. I think that's going to be a night for Roberts. Bases loaded. Yep. He had a great showing. That was tough. A couple walks there. But he gets the big round of applause from Barry's fans. In the stands? Fans in the stands. And also great song to walk into. And in comes number 37, Dallin Rude. Great song to walk into. I'm like, of course it's going to get him hyped up. It's getting me hyped up. Damn it. Like I was saying, Dallin Rude, 9 innings pitched. He actually did come in a pitch He had 3 innings against Weyburn in that May 30th game that I said was very close, the tit-for-tat game, 7-6. 3 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, and he was the key pitcher that game. So they're bringing him in right now, hoping for the same thing. And once again, they're seeing a fresh arm. It's a little dim here. The lighting's gone down. Might be an advantage point for the Berries. In that game as well, there's lots of pitching and plate battles. Lots of ground outs and foul outs. Sorry, fly outs. I play way too much slow pitch. You can foul out in slow pitch. You cannot foul out in baseball. You guys just gotta laugh with me, okay? Guys, gals. We get a little loopy up here sometimes. The Beavers do have the ability to get on a hot streak with some of these batters. And we're seeing that tonight. That's a strike. 1 out. So once again, Jackson, there is a bunt opportunity here. There's a sac fly opportunity here. Oh, there's a pass ball opportunity here. No, not pass technically. Bounced off of Marion, but still made a great play on it. If he goes in front of you, you're okay.
I was going to say, good to get a block and push it in front opposed to behind or beside him.
Mm-hmm. Dallin Rude shows Montgomery a strike, and he swings on it but fouls it off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. See, now he's gotten himself in hot water. He's got 2 strikes. But once again, if he hits it far and deep, he would be able to bring in Nick Miller in the top of the 6th. That one's low, but once again, Marion does a great job of smothering it. The count comes to 2-2, but that's definitely not a ball you want to go see that you want to see past. In that case, Rude would be making his way home to hopefully make a play, but it would be tight. See, he's really good at ping pong. I got to see this now. I like the stats. Oh. We're just going to take a little pause here. And we're back. Delivers. Off speed. And a ball. Full count. Jackson. It's one of those moments again. Full count. Bases loaded. Top of the 6th. 1 out. The suspense. And that's a strike. He does not like it. He throws the bat. He says that's low. And the Berries fans in the stands are yelling, sit down. But he doesn't like it. He's allowed to say he doesn't like it. I mean...
He was not happy, Montgomery, not happy with the call at all.
No.
Had some choice words for the home plate umpire heading his way back to the dugout.
Yep, he did indeed. There's another one. Dallin Rude just said, I'm just going to give him the gas. See if it works. He's got 2 out. Bases loaded. It's a toughie. It's a toughie. And the pitch, low. Bring the count to 1-1. Now, so you take away that opportunity. He was thinking that he was walking in a run. That was not the case. That was a close pitch. I will give him that. Oh. He gave him the slow up. And he took it. Sorry, I put 2 balls on there. That is 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 out. 2. Joe Medill, left fielder for the Weyburn Beavers. Sees the pitch, hits it. It's just a little bloop to left field. That is able to bring in Nick Miller. And, yeah, and Owen Mayencourt. And that is going to tie the game again. Like we were saying, Jackson, this is that tit for tat. There was a couple innings there where it was a clean 0. But that is not the case anymore. We're back. Ryan Weber is on second base. And Joe Medill goes to first. That was just a little one of those little, you can call it a blooper, but it's not a blooper. Two runs come in on that one. That's a strike. It's unfortunate. It's so hard to make that, but you can't make a play on that, right? It's shallow enough in left field, but not high enough for your third baseman or shortstop to get back. Hits that ball on a liner to shortstop. The throw does not make it in time to first. Brock Laird does stab it though. Makes a dramatic little slide to make sure that doesn't make its way into the outfield, holding the runners for sure. I believe Weaver is now on third base. We got Medill on 2, and now we have Daphne on 1 with Braden Maincourt up. Bases loaded. And he sees the ball. Bases loaded, 2 out, tie game. Top of the 6th. Nothing quite like it. Maincourt's DHing tonight, so this is his bread and butter. He sees a strike. This is a tough pitching position because there's 2 runs that have come in. The lead is gone, and you're like, all I got to do is not let this ball get past this catcher because you're going to lose potentially another run, right? That one swung on and missed. The Berries fans are giving the big chant. Can he get this one? Rude delivers. That one's hit to shortstop Brock Laird. He makes the throw to first in time to retire the Weyburn Beavers. The lead is gone. This game is tied 7-7 in a dramatic outing between the Berries and the Beavers. We are heading into the bottom of the 6th. Coming up to bat, Nathan Houston, Aiden Marion, and Nick Cote. You're watching Berries Baseball on Flow Sports.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus the WCBL report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
For more than 25 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Access Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at accessstorage.ca.
Welcome back to Berries Baseball. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Berries are coming up to bat here with Nathan Houston. But there's a pitching change for the Weyburn Beavers. They brought in Gunnar Ferguson. He's a 5'10" pitcher, 175 pounds, from Thorndale, Texas. Went to the University, Eastern New Mexico University. He's coming into this game with a win under his belt, 10 innings pitched, 11 hits off of him, 12 runs off of him, 12 errors, 8 walks, 10 strikeouts, and his ERA is sitting at 10.8. Nathan Houston, 349 batting average. He's 1 for 2 tonight. He's got 2 balls and 1 strike on the count. He hits one to center field, but it looks like Hugh Montgomery's posted up underneath of it to catch it for the first out for the Berries. Well, technically for the Beavers, but like the Berries first out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You guys get it. We're in the second half of this game. Okay? We made it past the half, and now I get to have a couple not-so-gooders. The pitch to Marion is a strike. It is getting quite dim out here. Even I'm having a tough time seeing where the ball is, so I can't even imagine for them. It'd be very difficult at the plate right now, especially if that ball's coming in hot, to try and catch up with it when your depth perception is going to be a little bit off. Ooh, that one's a little bit low. I was really hoping he wasn't going to see through straight. Aiden Marion is 2 for 2 tonight. 2 runs on him and a walk. But he swings on that one. And he's headed out. But right behind him, Nick Cote, third baseman. He was able to get on in the first. Wasn't so lucky in the fourth. And now it's his turn to see if he can do something here for the Berries with 2 out. This one's going quick so far. And the pitch is a strike. See, that one for me is a little bit low. But I'm not umping. So I'll let him have it. That's another low one. That one's actually in the dirt for a ball. Nick Cote, your third baseman tonight, batting average coming to this game, 188. He says, I don't want that one, but it's a strike. 16 at-bats, 4 runs. And he sees another strike, and that will send him home to mom's house. 3 up, 3 down for the Weyburn Beavers. The Berries getting nothing and heading into the top of the 7th. Trevor Dale is going to be first on the sticks. You're watching Berries Baseball on Flow Sports. Welcome back to Berries Baseball. 7-7, top of the 7th. The triple lucky sevens here at Cairns Field. We have Trevor Dale coming to bat for the Weyburn Beavers. He's number 6 shortstop. Trevor Dale came into this game 8 at-bats, 1 hit, 1 double, 2 RBIs, a walk, and his average is 125. So he stepped into the box. See what he can do for the Beavers. Fouls one back. He's got 2 strikes on him. Right off the jump. Jackson did not come prepared for this game. I wore a coat because I figured it might be a little bit chilly with the crowd cover. And he's just in a 3/4 sleeve.
Baseball tee, right?
He's like, you gotta dress for the part. We're at a baseball game. Yeah, well, it's chilly. We gotta get you a coat. 1 and 2. That's called a ball. The fans don't like it. They're like, I don't like it. That was pretty close. Hard to lay off of, so I give him props on that. Says no go. Dallin Root steps in and sees a strike. Might not have been the last one, but it sure was that one. And he gets the punch out. Falling behind him, Jared Cramp. Pancakes. Everybody in Cairns Field officially gets free pancakes from Cora Restaurant. They get a side of little pancakes if they scan the QR code on the screen right now, since that was a strikeout for Dallin Root. And there's another strike. Got 2 on him. And there's a ball for Jared Cramp. One of our staff members just came up and said, it's so freezing out there. At least there's no rain as of current. And Jared Cramp is 2 and 2. There's 1 out. Here's the pitch. He swings on and misses. That gives 2 outs for the Saskatoon Berries and 2 strikeouts for Dallin Root so far this inning. Pancakes. More pancakes. Everybody's going to get lots of pancakes this game so far. Batting for Weyburn, Nick Miller, first baseman. Nick Miller is 6'2" from Frisco, Texas. I'm just getting the attendance numbers right now. 1,550 fans here at Cairns Field tonight. Whether there's wind, whether there's cloud cover, whether it's a little bit chilly, they're still here to watch the Berries. That one is hit to third base. Throw across the diamond. That is an out. Recorded on the sheet by Nick Cote. He's able to make it across. Nick Miller is retired. The Nick and Nick. Score doesn't change. No runners left on base. We're all tied up here. Heading into the top of the 8th. You're watching Berries Baseball on Flow Sports. Welcome back, Montana and Jackson, MJ, JM. Oh, Jam! How did I just clue into that? That's actually so funny.
We just become best friends.
Do you want to play karate in the garage? That was even better. Look at us. And Ella Langley's back on. Nash Nichols is up to bat. Nash Nichols is from Waxahachie, Texas. He hits that right to the... Oh, it just goes foul. Just a little bonk. And it almost stayed fair. It was rolling, and it looked like it might stay in for a little second there, but not quite for Nash Nichols. He had a great game against Weyburn on June 7th, the last time that this team saw Weyburn. He went 2 for 4, had 2 runs, a home run, 3 RBIs, and a stolen base. That's quite the rap sheet for him. But he's 0 for 2 so far tonight, holding up the bottom of the order, seeing if he can advance that lead once again for the Saskatoon Berries. There's a pitch. He sees a ball. Once again, Nash Nichols is from Waxahachie, Texas. I always make a point to try and say that because it's hard for me to say it. He swings on and misses that one for a strikeout. 1 out here. The bottom of the 7th. We were laughing the 7th inning stretch there. We had Barry the Bear. He was dancing to the 7th inning stretch song. Giving everybody a show. We are at the top of the order, bringing back Brock Laird to the plate. He came home in the 1st inning. And he flew out to deep center field in the 2nd to start it off. He's now seen 2 balls, and there's an out. Whew. Whew. I think I felt that one from here. He really gave him the gas on that one. That is a strike. Gunnar Ferguson not messing around with that one. That one's hit. Oh, Gunnar Ferguson wasn't really ready for it. It kind of went behind him almost. Oh, he's calling him out. That was a tight call. Took a couple seconds, but said no. Brock Laird was running it out. I wish I could have a replay of that. Great play. But once again, we're seeing that Gunnar Ferguson got a little twisted there trying to reach back for that. You never know if he might have pulled something there, but he looks like he's okay. He kind of shook it off. And he welcomes Ethan Murdoch to the plate. Two out. Strike. Ethan Murdoch in the 2 spot. Has 27 hits coming into this game, an average of .422, which is just incredible. That one's hit to left field, and it's going to drop to get Ethan Murdoch a single. He's going to stay at 1. The throw comes in to hold him there. Nothing quite like it. Beautiful hit, perfect execution. He got a great hold of that ball. Clean hit, and that'll advance him to first. Here comes up Gavin Panks, number 27. Came home in the 1st and hit a ball to right field. Perfect little hit that he had to right field in the 1st there. Out in the 2nd. Walked in the 5th. So he's done a little bit of everything. 2 out and a strike on him. Throw is kind of back to first. He's like, yeah, I'll throw it back there, but like, yeah, nothing crazy.
A lob.
Yeah, lob, nothing crazy. Tie game in the hands of Gavin Panks right now. He swings on that one, and back it goes for a strike. Panks came into this game with an average of .405. He bats left, throws right. You know how hard that is to do? And that's all she wrote. That's a strikeout. Gavin Panks retired. Nothing happened. It's still 7-7. Going into the top of the 8th. One runner left on base. One hit there for the Berries. And we're going to see what's happening at the end of this game. It's getting a little testy. We're going to see what's going down. You're watching Berries Baseball on Flow Sports. Welcome back to Berries Baseball. Montana Getty Helash here, sitting beside Jackson Emery. You have a pitching change on the Berries side. Coming in is Tanner Hosick. Tanner's a right-handed pitcher, 5'5", 150 pounds. He throws right-handed, obviously I just said that. He's from Bellevue and University of Nebraska, Omaha. And he is coming in to see if he can hold the Weyburn Beavers at 7 in the top of the 8th. Now Hosick had recorded a win against Weyburn during that May 30th game that was close, that ended up being 7-6. He came into close in the 8th inning, so same scenario, and he was able to do so. And that first one, like I just heard to my right, straight heat. He has 3 wins under his belt, 7.1 innings pitched, 6 hits off of him, 3 walks, 9 strikeouts coming into this game. That was a little low. Owen Mancourt has been on base twice so far this game. Once in the 3rd, he was out in the 4th, and then he was able to make his way home in the 6th inning. And he sees another ball. Whew. That one came in pretty hot. So much so that Owen Mancourt wanted to step out. Took a little dodge on that. But we're back. And he's got full count. Or sorry, hitter's count, 3-1. And Hosick gives him another strike. That one's a little closer to his knees. That would have been tough to swing at. But it came in hot. Tanner Hosick is not messing around in the top of the 8th here against the Weyburn Beavers. Full count. Woo! And that's a walk. That one was coming in hot. If that's me, I'm like, woo! I'm going to lose a kneecap. He's coming in with a fire in the elbow there. Owen Mancourt will not be the one running the bases. Number 10, Robert Gurney makes his way out there. Here's the pitch. Gurney makes a very, very far lead off. So he's clearly trying to steal second. There's a strike for Ryan Weaver. And sorry. Gurney takes his lead. Makes his way back to first. They just switch up on me, you know? Our stats are showing that Robert Gurney. Oh my goodness, Jackson. Oh, he's showing a bunt, but that was a high pitch. And he fouls it off. Now that I'm nearing the big 3-0, 9 o'clock is my bedtime. My brain is short-circuiting. Anything for baseball. Robert Gurney. It's showing he's got no stats. Our Berries fans are getting rowdy. Big chant. And we're having a discussion out here. Oh, they were just discussing whether or not that was a foul ball. I think they were worried to see if it had hit him or not, to see if it'd be hit by pitch, or if it actually hit him or the bat, or if it hit a glove, or if it hit something else. But it indeed is called a foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Weaver. With the pitch, runner does not go, and that is a strikeout. Cashed for Hosick. His first of the night. Hugh Montgomery is back up to bat. We've seen him a couple times tonight. He struck out in the first, came home in the third, on base in the fourth, and struck out again in the sixth. 1 out. Courtesy of Hosick. And there's another strike swung on. No contact. Nothing to swing on there. A little bit closer to the feet. But Hugh Montgomery so far has 5 hits, 5 runs, 5 errors, 4 walks. And he's up to the plate. He hits that one to Brock Laird. And his glove doesn't make it down to be able to grab that ball. There's no one. Oh, Laird tries to make his way to second to see if he can get that out too. And that is not the case. Robert Gurney sneaks his way to third base. Hugh Montgomery to 2. The force is off. We're having a discussion at third. What do you see, Jackson?
While sliding in, Gurney may have injured himself, so he's getting attended by trainer, but looks to be okay. He'll stay in the ball game.
Yeah, I mean, you never know.
He's kind of favoring his hand, wondering if he just jammed his hand when he was sliding into third.
I was going to say, maybe he jammed a finger, or even like, you know, when you hit your pinky and it kind of hits the side of your hand there.
Yeah, he kept looking at his left hand.
Yeah, those are tough.
But he looks to be good, and he'll stay in the game.
And the Berries are back to the mound, having a conversation with Tanner Hosick. A little bit of game planning. You know what's funny? Every time I do a mountain visit with whatever team I'm playing with, I mean, it could be slow pitch, it could be ladies ball, I always just go and make a joke. Sometimes it's not received well, but it's all in good fun. It's like, hey, we can't take this too seriously, but
just trying to loosen everyone up.
Trying to loosen everybody up. Where it's just, you can't do well if you're not having fun. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing more fun than winning. At the plate, Joe Medill. With the ball. One out here for Hosick after he sent Ryan Weaver back to the dugout. Joe Medill last hit a little bloop into left field. But he swung on that one, and he's at 1-1. We're getting some yelling from some very excited fans here at Cairns Field. They're not willing to see this game end in a loss for the Berries, and they want Hosick to help him out with that. Joe Medill sees a ball, says no thank you, and he sits at 2-1. Now, I will say, I said earlier that Berries fans were sticking around. I see the benches have gotten a little bit bare. But I think people actually went to sit inside as well to watch. Or just to warm up and grab some heat for a little bit, too. Fouls that back into the Berries dugout. Oop, little bump. Little bump. Not a bump. A bump. I told you it's past my bedtime. You get what you get and you don't get upset past 9. Tie game. Under the lights. Even better. Here in Saskatoon. Berries and Beavers. 7-7. Time is called. Joe Medill steps out. And we've got a guy back here behind the plate and he goes, "Good call. Good call. You call time." he's loving everything back here. Hosick winds up. And that is a strikeout. Another added to his tally. 2 for Tanner. And the fans are loving it.
Fans are loving it, and Beavers, the total opposite Montana. A lot of players voicing their opinions from the dugout, not happy.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is a tough position. Like, very competitive spot right now. Tie game, 2 on, 2 out. In the 8th, you're getting close to the end of the game, and any pitch, any play is an important play or pitch. So, I mean, yeah, it's something you're going to be upset about no matter what. But it's just how she goes. That one's in the dirt. For Ryan Dauphiny. He made it home in the 3rd, out in the 1st, out in the 5th, and was left on first base in the 6th. 2 outs here. 2 runners on. That's hit to right field. That's absolutely going to allow the Beavers to get 2 runs home to take a 9-7 lead over the Berries. Nothing could have been better than that hit in this scenario. That allows your runners to have time to get home. You get yourself to first, and now you put yourself into the lead by 2. Absolutely perfect hit, Jackson. That's a strike. Now, we've seen this all game, though. I don't want to jinx it, so I'm not going to say anything, but everybody knows what I'm going to say. 2 out, 2 strikes. We're getting a lot of verbiage from our fans behind home plate. His nickname is Juicebox, from what I'm understanding. Tanner Hosick. Another strikeout. That's 3 for him. And he says no thank you to Mayencourt. But although he's got 3 straight strikeouts, he still gives up 2 in the 8th, letting the Beavers lead 9-7. It's the Berries' turn. Gail Salinas will be up to bat when we get back. You're watching Berries Baseball on Flow Sports. Welcome back. We have another pitching change. Number 17 is in for the Weyburn Beavers, as they're up 9-7. But Salinas is up to bat. He's going to see what he can do. Our DH, he walked last time he was up, and he ended up getting home. So he's one of the 7 runs for the Berries right now. Sees a strike. Salinas is from Rogers, Arkansas. He's 5'10", 195, throws and bats right-handed. A Frontier Community College Bobcat in Fairfield, Illinois. That's popped up. Oh, a little bit of a slip, but the catch is still able to be made. Oh, boy. We got a little messy, but the execution worked out. Salinas flies out just behind first base. And Nick Stinson is back at the plate. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Struggling at the plate, but seeing what he can do tonight for Berries in the 8th. And 1 ball. That one's fouled back for his first strike. Nick Stinson is from Kenesaw, Georgia. Born in 2005. That's making him 20 years old. Bats left, throws right. Once again. Gets me every time. There's another ball to him. 2-1. Yeah, it is getting pretty chilly now. Those players, they're going to have to stay warm, so they're running around out there. That was hit on a rope up center field. Nick Stinson is making his way to second. He's pushing this one, and it works out. He gets himself a double, and the dugout loves it. The boys are absolutely losing it. Gives them a little bit of momentum here in the bottom of the 8th to see if they can take that lead back. Absolutely nothing quite like it. He's got that sliding mitt on, and he says third base is mine. Nathan Houston is coming in to see what else he can do. In the bottom of the 8th. You just love to see it. That one's too low. Nick Stinson is no stranger to doubles, as he came to this game with 4 of which. That one's roped out to left field, but it's not going to stay in the park. It goes foul. Everyone had a little sucking to hold their breath there, but it just didn't quite stay in the park. If it did, it would have been online. And just strength, has enough strength to potentially be a home run. So if he straightens that out, Nathan Houston might walk it back. 1 ball, 1 strike. No. He looked to second. Stinson kind of stumbled his way back. But it looks like Weaver wasn't quite ready for it. He said, nah, it's okay. He's not going anywhere. Here's the pitch. We're not calling that a strike. It's a ball. Oh, I'm starting to get the shivers, Jackson. Are you shivering yet? You don't have a coat on.
Hands are cold. That's about it.
The fingies. We need Barry's mitts. I was trying to think of a Barry mashers. That's a strike. Mash mitts. For making jam. I don't know if that's going to work. No, I think we should just leave it there. I think we should just let it rest. I tried. If you can think of something, you let me know. Nathan Houston has Nick Stinson on second. even count. He looks at another toss to second. Extending Houston's at bat. My apologies. There's a strike. And Houston is not able to get any wood on the ball, resulting in a strikeout. Now, Aiden Marion is coming back to the plate. He walked in the fourth. He was out in the sixth, and he was able to get himself home in the first and the fourth. So he's 2 of the 7 on board right now. He made an incredible catch behind home plate. And he's a hometown boy. So you can hear some of the fans really cheering him on here to see if he can advance Stinson in the bottom of the 8th here. That's a strike on him. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out. For Stinson, who came to this game with a batting average of .333, sees it ball. There's just something about games under the lights, Jackson. It's so fun. It just adds that extra layer of intensity. You know what I'm saying? He is nodding. He's once again agreeing with me because I'm right. I refuse to be wrong about that. There's a pitch. He fouls that one off on a liner right into the stands. Some fans had to kind of jump out of the way to that one, but they're safe. Everybody's okay. It ricocheted off, and some kids went and got it, so they're going to have a good time with that. See, another fun fact. Aiden's really good at spike ball. Show me. Prove it. I need to see it. 1-2. Stinson's not going. He holds there. And that brings the count even 2-2. Yoya. Once again, that's one that I don't think I could lay off of. That was pretty close. I mean, once again, we're behind. We're down first baseline. I might be completely wrong. That might have been a super ball. If there is such a thing. But either way, Marion laid off of it. That one he swung at, that was a little bit high. If we're going to talk about movies here, that's fouled off. But if we're going to talk about movies here, he just swung at a high ball. I don't know if anybody is thinking what I'm thinking, but if you're a big fan of A League of Their Own, Dottie and Kit go, lay off the high ones. I like the high ones. Mule, nag. I say it all the time. It's my favorite movie ever. If anybody else knows that movie, me and you, we think the same. 2-2. Swings on that one. It might land fair. It's just behind first base. Oh, that is caught in an incredible stick out of the arm. Wow, Nick Miller able to grab that ball. Running backwards, sideways. He sticks his arm out to get the Beavers out of a sticky situation. It is still 9-7 for the Beavers. Going into the top of the 9th, you're watching Barry's baseball on Flow Sports. Welcome back. Saskatoon Berries against the Weyburn Beavers at Cairns Field. Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field. We have up right now in the top of the 9th, Trevor Dale, who has proven to be the threat. He hit a 3-run home run in the 3rd, and that's really what opened it up for scoring for the Beavers. So he's having a good night himself. He didn't get on base otherwise this game, but 3-run home run is something to bat an eye at, Jackson. Hosick getting comfy up there, seeing what he can deliver to shortstop Dale. I wonder if Dale likes guacamole. Had to. That's a fly ball off of Dale's bat to center field, backing up. It looks like he's, lost the ball in the lights somehow. I also thought that ball was not as deep as the position of Nash Nichols. He was backing up so much, and that ball was definitely in front of him. It looks like Nick Stinson was coming over from left field to get in front of him because he just couldn't get an eye on it. But he obviously lost it in the lights because he just, it's easy to lose it in the lights once it gets above. It's just, you just can't see it. You didn't get an eye on it. So that's a lucky break for Trevor Dale, because that easily could have been an out. But he otherwise makes his way to second base. Bringing up Jared Cramp. He also bloops one, but that is caught. Brock Laird says no. And he runs back to get that behind third base to retire Jared Cramp. 1 out. We've seen a couple of those flyouts behind third base and first base today.
Yes.
More than I've seen recently in any other game of baseball that I've watched. It's very interesting. Those pitchers are just coming off the bat with a spin. Hosick able to get them to chase, and that one's a strike. We're getting the juice box chant again for Hosick as he starts his trek towards a strikeout with the first on the board. At bat right now, Nick Miller, number 20, playing first base tonight for the Beavers. Hosick checking to make sure his runner on 2 isn't going anywhere. And he is right. 1-1. Now, technically, Trevor Dale is in scoring position. If Nick Miller hit a double right now, Dale would be able to come home, giving the Beavers a little more leverage before going into the bottom of the 9th. Here's the pitch. He hits that one to center field in a perfect little spot. The ball is coming in. The throw to home is not in time. The Beavers are able to get another one here as Trevor Dale makes his way across the plate. Nick Miller stays at first. Once again, it's like that ball was hit perfectly. It's not far enough for Nichols to be able to run in and get it. It's not shallow enough for Brock Laird to be able to run back and get it. And it's also not high enough for anybody to have time to get underneath of it. It was just a perfect gapper right into center field. Nothing you can do about that. Great hit for Nick Miller. We're getting a mound visit here. Jackson, what do you think?
Just coming up with a game plan to try and stop the bleeding as much as possible and give Berries a legitimate shot in the bottom of the 9th. I mean, we have seen, a 5-0 lead evaporate, so no lead is safe, but just the way Weyburn has been playing really ever since giving up 5 in the first, pitching change kind of been going their way for the vast majority of this game tonight.
Absolutely, and I mean, the Berries, we saw that first inning. They got 5 runs, and the bats just kind of went cold after that. 3 up, 3 down in the next 2 innings. A run in the 4th, a run in the 5th, and then 3 up, 3 down in the 6th. 4 up to bat in the 7th and the 8th. So they've just been struggling ever since that first. I don't know what it was. They must have just been seeing the pitches really well off of Sevilla, but they just haven't had much luck since. Not any. They've had a couple hits here and there, but nothing quite like that first. Up to bat now, Robert Gurney. And here's what I have to say about that. He is one of those players who is on the leaderboard with doubles. He's got 6 under his belt. He's not afraid to swing. He sees a ball. And he's one of those guys, you know, if you bring him in this scenario, he's looking to swing that bat and keep it rolling for his team. That one is close to his head, and he backs out of the plate, but he doesn't look like he shied away whatsoever. Robert Gurney, 53 at-bats, 9 runs, 15 hits, 6 doubles, as I said, a home run, 8 RBIs, 4 walks, averaging at 283, and he's now seen 3 balls, no strikes. And now lots of the time here in this scenario, you have 3-0. Lots of people say, hold off. If you have the, oh wait, we have something happening in right field. Oh, it's just a lost helmet by the catchers. Last time is 3-0 count. You're saying don't swing at that ball because you have the potential for this walk, and that's not what happened. He sees a strike. But it's still at the hitter's advantage. He's got some room in his count to potentially get a hit here. Robert Gurney, number 10 for the Beavers. And he swings, and that brings him to full count. Now this is where Tanner Hosick likes to be. He loves a full count. He's like, I'm giving the gas. The ball is going, and I'm going to give him something to swing at. We're getting the juice box chant out there. We're getting the berries chant out there. The fans want to see something. And there it is. They get exactly what they're looking for. Robert Gurney does not get a hit off of Tanner Hosick, and he grabs another strikeout.
Think we're going to get a pitching change here, Montana?
You know, I feel surprised. What do you think?
I would probably share the same opinion. Somewhat surprised.
Like, I'm not necessarily surprised. I think he's just he's pitching well. He got his strikeouts, but then again, he did exactly what he was intended to do. Tanner comes in, Tanner gets strikeouts, Tanner goes back. Now, we bring in number 26 Reed Beck to pitch for the Berries. Great song on. And I'm just going to pull up some stats for you here on Reed Beck, welcoming him to the mound. Reed Beck has 3.1 innings pitched, 1 hit off of him, 2 runs, 2 errors, 4 walks. 5 strikeouts, an ERA of 5.4 over 3.1 innings pitched, and he's going to grab himself another couple dots by his name tonight. And once again, Jackson, Reed has one job. Are you going to finish my sentence?
Get them out of a jam.
No. Okay, that's not what I was going to say, but that's good. That's good. I'll give you that one. Pretty boys. He's got that one job, and that one job is to get Ryan Weaver out to close out the top of the 9th. Actually, it is no longer Ryan Weaver. We have number 12 coming up to bat. And there's a strike. Austin Boylan. Once again, one of those players that he's great to bring in right now. He's a clutch player. He's also able to get himself into a hot streak. He's on the RBI leaderboard with 17 RBIs so far this season. He's one of the top batters for Weyburn. 48 at-plate appearances, 12 runs, 15 hits, 3 doubles, a triple, and a bop to the pitcher to make the out. The Berries get out of a jam. There's still 1 run added to the board for Weyburn. It is 10-7 going into the bottom of the ninth to see if the Berries can claw their way back to take the lead over and win this game in the bottom of the ninth. You're watching Berries Baseball on Flow Sports. Welcome back to Berries Baseball, bottom of the ninth. Cairns Fields. It is 10-7 for the Weyburn Beavers. We have another pitching change, another Jackson as well, number 24, Jackson Sheehy, pitching on the mound right now. Jackson has pitched 3 innings, 2 hits, 3 runs, 1 strikeout, ERA of 9, and he's coming in the ninth to see what he can do. He throws a strike, first of which to Nick Cote. Nicote is 1 for 3 so far tonight. He fouls that one back in an attempt, as it looked like, to potentially hit right field. Once again, Jackson. There's too many Jacksons. We saw the gappers the other night, 2 of which that went to deep right center field, and that's just such a perfect spot to hit. It gives you so much time. It's a hard gap. That's low pass ball. And it seems like it's starting to drizzle again. A couple drops out there, maybe a little bit more than a couple drops. Just another layer to the drama, Jackson. The drama. Woo! That was high. Whistle and Dixie. 2-2. Yoy. That one's just like trimmed some hairs off, you know? Steaming. 2-2 to Nick Cote. Whew. That's a ball. Bring him full count. He's giving him the muscle right now. With some fast pitching going on. Nicote stays patient at the plate. And he sees a pop-up just behind shortstop, but he's able to back up and make the catch. Trevor Dale retires Nick Cote.
We got some rain, Montana. It's
I
actually
know.
raining pretty good.
It's actually
Nice.
coming down.
Light little drizzle.
It looks more dramatic against the dark clouds than I think it is. There's nothing I can do. But Ella Langley's back to sing to us. It doesn't take a crystal ball to see. Nash Nichols with the ball. Whew. Lots of ball as well. Now, it's great to have fast pitching, but if you're not hitting that strike zone, it's not doing much for you. You know what I'm saying? That's another nod yes from Jackson. 3 balls, no strikes. Nash Nichols with the advantage at the plate right now. Even with a little drizzle. Actually looks like more than a little drizzle right now. People are starting to go inside. The hoods are up. The umbrellas are back out. And there's his first strike. Now I will say, when I was younger playing ball, I thought it was so cool to play in the rain. I loved getting my jersey dirty. Whether or not I actually slid to get it dirty on purpose or not. Sometimes I did it purposefully to look cool. We can admit that now that we're older. Full count, Nash Nichols. Strikes out looking, and he does not like it. He has some choice words. Home plate ump. Just sends him, he just go away. I mean, if I was Nash Nichols, I think I'd be very frustrated too. It's a very frustrating scenario. You're in the bottom of the 9th. There's now 2 out. Top of the order, Brock Laird is coming up. And he's going to step in the box to see if he can get something working here on behalf of his team. He cranks that, but it does not go straight enough to do anything crazy fun for the Berries right now. Foul. That was a long way to say foul. Stepping back in, seeing what he can get from Sheehy. And the pitch doesn't cross the strike zone. Now back to the final Jackson of this game. 6'3", 210 pounds, from Guelph, Ontario. And he delivers another strike. Leaving only 1 strike left in this game on behalf of the Weyburn Beavers as they're up 10-7 with Brock Laird at the plate. Here's the pitch, and that is it. That's the ball game, folks, as Brock Laird also strikes out looking, following Nash Nichols doing the same, giving the Weyburn Beavers a win on the Saskatoon Berries. That just adds to the drama of the series between these teams, as the last time their games were this close, it's split. The Beavers won 1-9-8. The Berries won another one that was close, 7-6. Now this is another close game, this time in favor of the Beavers, ending at 10-7. And it was a dramatic ending indeed, Jackson.
Dramatic ending. 5-0 lead evaporated from the Berries, and really Weyburn starting to run away from it. And now a quick turnaround for Saskatoon. Got to shift their focus to tomorrow. It's Regina in town. You know, those teams always bring their A game that we saw earlier last week. So country night, Friday night, and should be a near sellout crowd. It should be another pretty fun night at the ballpark, Montana.
Is there ever a not fun night at the ballpark?
No. You got me there.
Especially not when I'm around. Other games that happen around the league tonight for McMurray Giants and the Medicine Hat Mavericks. Sylvan Lake Gulls played the Brooks Bombers. Lethbridge Bulls played the Okatog Dogs. And Moose Jaw played Regina. I'm not sure if any of those were rained out. I was just checking the schedule. But we're going to wrap it up here pretty soon. And that's all she wrote, folks. The Berries take the L tonight, but no rain out this time. And we're going to go into tomorrow ready for Regina.